How's it going, Max?
Yeah, good. Frustrated.
Well, hope you well, mate.
Frustrated with people here. Fucking hell. Yeah.
You busy?
Yeah, it has been actually. It's annoying.
Are you like me, Max? You hate Mondays?
Yeah, Monday's not a good day, is it?
Yeah. Well, but I've overdosed of at weekend, you know.
On what?
Monster energy drink.
If you get in trouble, you get in trouble. It's your
They're packing them here, aren't they? Every time I go in fridge, there's them gold, you know, them gold cans.
Yeah.
It looks like jewelry to me, doesn't it? You know, I'm like, we all metally. So I've been up all weekend and I haven't slept. Right, Max, let's back up 10 days. You touched down in Prague with Julian.
Yeah.
You went out to have your third heavyweight title fight against what we called?
Against Miralem Amati. I can't pronounce his name.
Some big
Serbian kid. Yeah.
And you give him some, you boxed him in the second round, basically.
Yeah, I stopped him and started the second round, yeah.
So you're now 2-1, I know, age 34 in heavyweight ranking, in heavyweight mix, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you ranked in Britain, Max?
So ranking in Britain, if you looked on Box Rec, it'd be in the top 45. 50. Yeah.
How many is the heavyweights in Britain?
70 on there.
Is there? Oh,
yeah.
What, Max? Go on. How did you feel, Max? Because you were carrying a bit of weight when you went over there, weren't you?
Well, I was a lot lighter for this one than I was for the previous two. Do you know what it was? It's surprising when you're having someone like Julian standard in your corner, because I've had 10 white collars and I've had 3 pros, right? 3 pro fights. I've had different, obviously, cornermen, different coaches. Obviously, I've had people like Harry Matthews. Having Julian in your corner, it just opened my eyes how slick he is.
Go watch Gary Sykes' videos and then you'll see what he's trying to implement into you. But you won't be able to do the same as Gary because you're heavyweight, aren't you?
Obviously, yeah.
But
it's like even the build up before, because obviously he was there from start to finish on starter camp to end. I mean, so he was overseeing everything, and the different implemented training, like explosive stuff in the last couple of weeks. You never think of it hitting you different energy systems. I know that could be.
Did you feel confident going into it, Ring Max? Than your other
fighters? I did. To be fair,
I told you it's better if you have a team around you, didn't I?
Yeah, and not only that is, I don't know, when Julian wraps your hands, it's so much better. He's the calmness he has. I remember like in my 5th white collar fight, I had a coach Rich, and I'd be smashing the pads for 3 minutes and that, and it's no good. She's getting tired straight away, and think little stupid things like that. But with Julian, it was just like, right, hit the pad for 5 seconds, walk away for 30 seconds. Just want to keep you bubbling before you go out. And from start to finish, Julian's impact, like even on the day, it's just so calmness, because he said the mental cycle as well. Like you'd be looking away out, always looking away out, then you're thinking like, oh, I hope you don't turn up. Then you look for why you're doing it. You go through all these different ladders in a mental cycle, and just knows how someone's mind is working. And do you know what? Nerves. I suffer from nerves going into the ring, and on this time it was like not much nerves compared to the last 5 fights. It was the calmest I've ever been going into something, and it's just because of him, really. So.
Yeah. What punch did you crack that guy with? Left or right or both?
I did a body shot and he took a knee, basically. And what happened was I started to put the heat on him at the end of the
putting heat on him, man. Woo.
Well, the thing is, it's like,
Go on, Mark.
he was an awkward bastard because, you know, he kept switching after a minute. He would switch, and I knew straight away what to do with your switches because we've done bits of it and trained him in duels. So, you know, and he says, you know, lead with the right, just go with the right.
What were he singing? What were he singing during that round that you stopped him, Mark? He was mumbling someone. He's singing or something.
Well, no, all he did.
When he goes, the heat is on.
all he did when it end of the first, you should knob, haven't you? You can't help yourself. You just can't help it, can you?
Sorry, mate. Sorry, man. I'm trying to be professional. I'll get told off.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to be diplomatic today. I'm going to be diplomatic today, Max. I'm going to lay off you. You do that, show me up.
No, you understand. You put heat on people. You're like,
well, yeah. Well, the thing is, the
like,
last minute.
You're like Sorcerer and Harry Potter.
Yeah. So end of the first round started last minute, last 30 seconds. He started to feel the power a little bit, and all Jules said in the corner, I just want you to step on him straight away. I don't want no messing about. Step on him now, because he felt that. And this is the other thing. People outside the ring, like Jules, and I listened to his instructions in the ring, which was a bit weird because I never able to do that before. I don't know if it's because I'm a lot calmer or what. And listen to instructions, and I just put it on him straight away.
You're a decent finisher, Max, because you had 3 fights and you've done 2 of them, so you must be a decent finisher when you get him on hook.
Well, he just took a knee, and I thought, come on, you've got what?
He didn't want that Supermax smoke, did he?
Do you know what it is? It's the mixture of things here. He didn't like the power, but I knew. I looked on BoxRec. He had a fight in 12 days. So I just generally thought, you know,
you've just stopped that for him, haven't you? Because he can't fight for a month now. He's been stopped, medical reasons.
I think it's only if it's a TKO, proper TKO.
Oh, he's going to say we're injured then. Yeah, but it'll go down on BoxRec as a TKO, won't it?
I don't know what it'll come up as on BoxRec.
Retired.
He'll be retired after rounds.
Did you catch him good in stomach match?
Yeah.
Did you? Where?
It's just like a left hook, left body shot, and he. But the thing is, I can't do right body shots for some reason. I don't know. I can't do a right hook. And Julian says if I throw that once in a fight, he'll throw the towel in because he hates it. It's disgusting.
What, you're right hook?
Yeah, it's crap. It just looks like Bambi on legs.
Max, should we edit this bit out where you were saying you weren't going to right up? That's like a mechanic trying to fit an head gasket with one hand.
Yeah, but it's just like, but it's some people don't throw things well. It's one of those, and but you know, enjoyed it, and you know, and to be fair, Julian it was just having Julian in the corner made all the difference. Yeah. Made all the difference, and you can see why he was at the top, and with likes of Gary and other people he's had, it was fantastic. So, you know, I have my hats off to Julian because he doesn't get the credit.
He put Warrington up way, didn't he?
He
put Josh Warrington up road, didn't he?
That's what I mean. You know, he doesn't get the credit that he deserves, and you know, yeah, it was just. I don't know. It's surreal to have someone like that. You feel like you got your 10 men. You got 10 men behind you when you got someone like that in your corner. It's weird. So yeah, I really enjoyed it having him there.
Oh, well done, Max. I'm proud of you. Who is next, Max? Who is on your list? The Deadpool. Max's Deadpool list. Who's on the Deadpool list, Max?
This will sound funny. Maybe someone a heavy bag on legs or something.
What, like a Dave Allen?
Yeah, Dave Allen. Well, Dave Allen's always looking for an opponent, isn't he? And he's saying, "Oh, you know, I'll jump in there." You know, but look, you know, in the ideal world,
pick up the phone, Dennis. If you need Max to come and fill your charging, The white rhino, Dennis. Pick up the phone. You know the number, Dennis. Pick up the phone. We'll get it
I think on a serious note, though, I think as well, I think me and Julian have got someone lined up in September. Yeah, we've got someone lined up in September, and you know we're gonna look to revenge that loss I had, which came on box rec against that Pollock. So
you want to even that up, Max?
Yeah, I want to even that up. So we've got a bit of quite a bit of work to do. He wants me down at Nick Manners weekly for sparring now. So yeah,
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's one of them really. It's just progressing. Yeah, you know, it's seeing how far I can go in it, Russ. It's not. I'm not here. Look, I'm not here to be the next flipping AJ. You know what I mean? It's just see how far I can go, be the best version of myself, and just see where it goes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not doing it to, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I see what you mean. Would you fight Dave Allen? Seriously though, Max. I mean, you can't just come on in and say I want to fight him and then no. If you're saying you'd take Dave Allen, not obviously now, but you know, a couple of months down the line.
If it's the right offer, right timing, yeah, definitely. Why not? Why not? Because I've seen the people he's been in with. I'm just thinking, well, you know.
What about that guy that Dave's just been in with up north? We thought,
yeah.
What about we get you in with him, and then we could chase Dave down that way, can't we?
Yeah, yeah. Why not? It's ways and means, but these are the things. But this comes down to no one wants to fight anyone, does it? It just seems everyone.
Mark, do you think any bookies out there will take bets? You're Dave Allen fighting.
Wow, I can guarantee Dennis one thing: I'll actually sell tickets for him.
Yeah. That's good, because that's all you need to be Dennis's pal. All you got to say is, Dennis, I've got a fighter here for you. Is he a TV fighter or something? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. Does he do tickets? No, he's no good then. Got to do tickets to get on.
The thing is he's got to deal with you, which is his worst nightmare.
Yeah, because thing with me, you know what, Dennis? I shouldn't say this because I've got a little piece of something in my heart for this. Like, what Dennis likes is everybody to go. Yes, Dennis. You know, Dennis calls a meeting, sits in his chair, just like that, with his cap on, Farmer Giles, his coat on, calls a meeting and just tells everybody what's happening. Nobody says anything. I go, oh, that's a shit fight then. I don't think that's a good fight then. You go. With that neck blood was like Predator. I'll be like that. That's a shit fight then. Can you get Ross Birkinshaw to make a comeback, Dennis? I like a laugh. Hey up, Dennis! Hey up, Dennis! Hey up, Porky Ross! Where are you going? I'm not with her now, you know. She's gone back to that rester. Right. Yeah. Poor Ross Birkinshaw. I always have a go at him, don't I? It's because he's got a squeaky voice. Hey up, Dennis! Hey up, Porky Ross! I've just seen Clinton Woods.
God.
Oh, Ross, bless him. Ross Birkinshaw versus Sonny Edwards for all the marbles.
For the marbles.
for all the crayons. Right. Don't you want to call out Perry Howe? Are you past him now?
You know what? Look, if he wants it, he can have it. But
Max, putting people on notice.
Yeah, but the thing is that this is the reason why I turned professional in the first place, because of that CUNT. You know what I mean? He says, just get your license, I'll fight you. And I got mine, and come on then. But he's just gone quiet. I've even texted him directly. Nothing. His bird normally fights his battles for him anyway.
Okay. Right, I'm going to ask the fans now what billboard they want up in 2 weeks in Sheffield. Yeah, that's right, boys and girls. 2 weeks, there's a slot coming up in Sheffield for a billboard. And I've decided to rinse somebody, but I haven't decided who. Answers on a postcard, pokecorner@mail.com. Tell me who you want out of the UK put it on a billboard and rinse it. And don't say Big John Fury, big fighting man in the ring from the one. No, we're not going to put John Fury on this billboard because I'm fed up of waking up in the morning and seeing people constantly crying, these fanatical crybabies in comment section and emails, crying constantly because I said something about the great John Fury. You know John Fury is, don't you, Mark? MI5 are watching him. Been out of jail 7 years. Not had a fight yet. Went to jail for taking a man's eye out who were 5'3.5", 10 stone. So same weight as me, 5 inch taller. You know what I mean? John's 6'4" and he 20 clementines. Me a proper fighting man, him, innit? Bullet. But yeah, people crying constantly because listen, if I want to talk about John Fury on here, who's going to stop me? Trolls. Who's going to stop me putting billboards up? If I want to put billboards up, I'll put them in Manchester, back up Deansgate. I'll put them everywhere. But at this moment in time, the next one's going up in Sheffield. And I haven't decided who I'm going to rinse. What do you think? Have you got any ideas?
I'm not going to say a word.
Could be Dennis, Johnny Nelson, Penfold, Steffi, the twerker Bull, who's never had a day in jail in his life. I don't know why that is. Who else? Who else could we do? We could do Eddie Hearn, but we've done him a few times, haven't we already? Could do a Joe Joyce one. Joe Joyce. Is this a human being or a mummy? No, I don't know. Answers on a postcard. Let me know. I mean, we're not going to put Big John up though. I can't hack a bit of criticism and slag everybody else off, but nobody's going to slag them off. Except me, because who's going to stop me? Who's going to stop me doing this, Max? Max, you've seen so much stuff that we get sent. Phone calls, video, we get sent videos as well. Personally, to me, who is going to come and knock on this door here, Max? Knock on this door here, be let in, and get stuck into me in here. Who has got the gonads? I've been doing it 5 years, November, Max. One person, not one person. You know why? Because when you tell the truth, I mean, I'm not saying I'm a big hard man. When you tell the truth, what can they do? I did a video the other day. I said, I don't want to see Nathan Gorman putting combination punches together. We're all fat at body, swaying all over the place. I don't want to see that. My mate, so that's a bit harsh, isn't it? What am I supposed to say then? That he's an Adonis? Am I supposed to say that he's an Adonis? No. He needs to give himself the best opportunity in boxing, like you. You need to get fit. It's no good throwing 6 and 7 punch combinations, which is like freaky. It's like Muhammad Ali job, isn't it? That we don't see that, do we, in heavyweight? So Nathan Gorman needs to give himself the best opportunity, doesn't he? But that's not sat in KFC, is it?
If it works for him, though, he's British level, isn't he?
Easily British level, easily. Him and Wardlow's a good fight, isn't it?
I'd like to see Gorman against David Adelaide.
David Adelaide.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they're probably sparred already.
Well, why can't they do that? Why can't they make stuff like that happen? Because they're both at the top of the tree, really.
Yeah. Okay, then let's get on to question 2, Matt. Should the board make all the UK world title challengers go through the levels as our guys are being hammered when they step up? They're skipping the domestic, English, British, Commonwealth, European. They're skipping that and they're going for the world ranking. Cash Ali's done it, and he's ranked number 11 with IBF Cash from next up. What's all that about? He's just beat 6 bin men after losing to Big Truck Price. He's now world ranked. So that means that if Usyk beats Joshua next, he can say he wants to fight Cash Ali because he can be classed as a voluntary, can't he?
It comes down to, like, what else is there? It's Daniel Dubois, didn't he?
No. I think he win a domestic belt or something.
Yeah, but he got beaten by Joe Joyce 2 fights before. So how can you be really in a belt position straight after that? You know what I mean? You know, or close to it. And he hasn't beaten great opposition, has he?
Oh.
You know, so there's clearly something wrong here. Board are a law to their own selves, isn't it? It's lying in people's pockets, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Yeah. So should the board say, look, I mean, back in the day, you know, you didn't get Henry Cooper calling out Sonny Liston or Floyd Patterson when Henry Cooper were like, you know, 18-0. Henry Cooper had to wait, he had to learn his craft before he got in with people like Ali and people like that. So, okay. Why aren't DAZN, BT Sports, Sky Sports releasing numbers on, you know, your Canelo fights, AJ fights, Tyson Fury fights within 1 month? The silence was deafening, isn't there, over these pay-per-view numbers? Do you think?
I do like to know. See, who do you reckon done the most numbers out of all of them?
AJ.
More so than Fury one.
Yeah, well, problem Dylan White. Who wants to watch Dylan White? They watch Fury White rather than White, but where's Dylan White going to go now as a pay-per-view star? He's got to have an opponent who's pay-per-view for it to work now, hasn't he?
He'll fight Wilder.
Right.
One will come over, or the other one will go over there, and they'll fight Wilder. I'm telling you that now, because he needs to keep himself. He'll see that as not an easy fight, but a winnable fight. I don't think Wilder puts him to kip as such. I think if he can avoid that right hand, I think Dillian can do him all day long. But he can't turn up in that sort of southpaw sort of like stance like he did and just dick about. And I just felt he was messing about against Fury and trying to play like a mind game thing. I thought all the way through that weigh-in, it was just too nice to Fury. It's already been respect.
Who too nice?
Why? Yeah, I just thought all from start to finish, it was just too respectful. He needed to ruffle his feathers and try to do something. And I just felt it was just too nice and gave him too much respect. It's such a thing, isn't it, really? You can give too much respect. And I'm going to go on to the same facts. Like, I know you don't like this guy, but Derek Chisora, right? People go on about him. He's bloody crap. He's had it. Yeah, he has probably had it. But he doesn't give respect to anyone. He goes in there and he just gives it a go. Yes, he's shot. He's past his best. But do you ever see him bow down with any respect? He's got the right attitude towards it. And I think it's sometimes the best way to go. He would if he was in White's position, he wouldn't have been like standing there, would be respectful and shaking hands. He would say, "The fuck," you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
It's not good money back to fight Huey, yeah. Chisora.
You what?
It's not good money back to fight Huey.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
I only found out myself Friday. Yeah.
So, you know, this is the thing. It's I think he said it on a podcast. There's a difference of champions when you're trying to take a champion's belt. You know, Usyk came and he snatched it, taking it away from AJ. He sees the opportunity and taking it. Dillian White didn't. And it's a difference of attitude and approach.
I thought referee were going to stop it in 12, you know, when Big Meech were on ropes against Usyk.
Well, it's quite interesting you say that. Lomachenko's father said for, I think, was it 9th round onwards, I think after the 8th round, he was saying to Usyk, do not knock him out. Keep to the game plan. Do not knock him out. And that's constant because he sees him looking for it. And I think he'll get knocked out this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's that confident. He knows it is what can be added to Big Meech. You know, what are you going to learn in this? What is it, August the 20th? What are you going to learn now? What's it? 8 weeks away. 9 weeks away. So what are you going to learn in that time?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Okay. We're on about, people that are missing levels and that. Jack Bateson, he's 17-0 now, and he looks like they're going to go that route with him.
Oh, but it's other fighters the same. What's that middleweight called? Nathan Heaney. What are they doing with him? You know,
Conor Ben. He's another one in that skips at levels.
I'm going to do a tiny defence for Conor Ben, right? A tiny one. You know, I might not like this, Russ. Okay, these last two opponents, Chris Algieri, inactive. Chris Van Eerden, inactive. I thought Samuel Vargas was a good win. It was a good win for him. They caught him at the right time. But this next opponent they have with Conor Ben, it's got to be a step up. It's got to be A, active, and B, fought like 6 months ago. You know what I mean? So that's the thing with Conor Ben, and they're trying to look for a world title, Broner, whatever. It's not.
Broner's 200 pounds in weight.
Yeah, not happening.
Easily.
Yeah, so Conor
fat as a pig Michelin woman.
And you know, so Conor Ben's got to have a legitimate step up. I mean, personally, I think he should be fighting everyone domestically, but they're going world level first. And if they fail at world level, they can go back down to European and domestic. Does that make sense? And that's where they're going with that. Because if you fail at domestic level, it's a risk, isn't it? Because you can't go back down from that. You're finished, aren't you? So, yeah.
All right. Boatsi, Callum Smith, Dan Aziz, Anthony Yard, Craig Richards, Callum Johnson, Lyndon Arthur. You've got 8 people there from Britain. No, 7.
Great.
7,
great,
sorry.
Nick.
7 people there. Throw a belt in or Muhammad Ali trophy. You could have a Super 6 with a substitute, couldn't you? Something needs to be done with that light heavyweight division, because it's took over now as they do super middleweight. Super middleweight's gone to shit on it.
Yeah.
Well, light heavyweight's been going 100 and odd year. Super middleweight's only been going since 1984. So it's been going 38 years, super middleweight, but that's been going 100 and odd year. I think that there's a tournament there to be had, and I think the promoters in England, let's have a look at this lot away. Boatsi's we earn, Callum Smith's we. I think he's with her and he's going to work with them. Dan Aziz, don't know he's with. Yards with Boxer. Craig Richards, was he with Boxer?
No, he's with BT.
BT. Johnson's with BT. So, there's only Boatsi who's with her, isn't there? Or Callum Smith, or would you say Callum Smith away?
I think Callum Smith's still able to earn, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or was.
Well, there should be a tournament to be had there. And if one of them misses out on it, to out of 2-0.
Who do you reckon wins that if they did it?
What, are all these Brits? It's a pick 'em, isn't it? You could make a case for any of them winning, couldn't you? That's how good
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
And they're missing a trick here. The TV people. You see, when I first started with Dennis, I like to bang on about this. I used to pick his brains on everything he'd ever done. We speak about meetings, he'd had the HBO, Showtime, and that. What these people have, they have a quality control, right? Quality control, Mark. So, for instance, Dennis will phone up and he'll say, yeah, we want to put Clinton Woods on with Roy Jones. We believe it's an headliner, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say, yeah, that's an headliner. And then they go through undercards and that, and they'll say yay or nay. But I just think that you've got to try and educate yourself as much as you can. But quality control, people with TV is a cert. It's got to be, because otherwise you get people like, look what Eddie was saving up towards end at Sky. They just let him, didn't they?
Yeah.
They just let him. They just let Eddie Earn put on where he wanted because they wanted him through the door. But where were the quality control to say, here, Eddie, that's not good enough, that fight. That's not good enough. there were no quality control. So let's hope that there's a bit of quality control, because lately some of the fights we've been getting have been bad, haven't they, for headliners?
I think Eddie's, out of all of them, have been the better ones, haven't they? His shows on average have been
What
better.
Eddie Hearn's shows?
Yeah, I think they've been better.
Shit, load of shit, man. You got to get rid of shit. It leaves stain.
I think since that Lee Wood fight, he stepped it up a bit.
Yeah,
He steps it up a bit. And
I
I mean, Josh Warrington. Josh Warrington, that was a good fight with Martinez. I thought that was a decent fight.
Have you seen that press release Dennis put out yesterday? You seen it? Dennis has put a press release out saying that saying he's got a massive show on at Sheffield United's ground, Bramall Lane. Yeah. Can I just point out that it's not on the pitch, it's in the ballroom upstairs. It holds about 200 people. Fucking hell, is that how bad it's got for Dennis now? Making out he's putting shows on at Sheffield United ground. Yeah, in ballroom upstairs, then. Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on. Listen, once Jake Paul came out and said, listen, you've got 24 hours to sign or you're gone. They signed me in 4 hours, didn't they, after that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were always going to sign. They just wanted to try and get that little bit extra. No wrong with that.
What do you think of Tommy Fury going with Shane McGuigan?
Tommy Fury can't fight. I've seen him spar. I've seen he's a weightlifter, lifting weights seriously from age 14. Weightlifter. Frank used to take him to the gym at night in Salford, drop him off at midnight. You make Frank from Bury. Weightlifter, we're into all bodybuilding and all that carry on. So they're not going to put him near anybody who's area level, because he'll get dusted, won't he? And that's no good to them, is it, if you're getting a loss? Yeah. So he might as well get a few quid if he can fight this Jake Paul guy, hasn't he? Because he's not going to get a few quid out of boxing and don't win an area belt. His dad and Tyson know the boxing. What were you fucking about? Were you phoning here, Mark? What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're putting me off my shit. No, Tyson and his dad know he can't fight. He can't fight sleep. So however they've done it, by hook or crook, they've got him a fight for 2 million quid, so you can't knock them, can you?
No. I just think I think it's a strange move. Like Tommy's gone to Shane McGuigan now. Have you seen that? Yeah, but do you think that's just purely money? Do you think Shane McGuigan wanted to take him on?
I don't know. Do you want to click onto another link, Max?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.